Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. This is actually the second live stream of the day. We did a pretty awesome live stream earlier today, late morning, early afternoon over on the Twitch machine, and I spent some time chatting with a couple of people over there on a Twitch, showing them a couple of cool books from the 100K comic book collection. A couple of things that I have not shown yet here on the YouTube channel, but you guys will eventually see as well. So I decided to come on here again today. I had no intention of coming on a second time, but I'm so glad that I did. Primarily because of that super chat who is it? Lee? Where'd it go? Yeah, Lee D. That Lee D drop, man. He's like, hey, here's some cash. I can't stay. I'll catch it on replay, but here you go. So shout out to Lee D for the super chat. I definitely appreciate that. It is always humbling when people choose to give money out of their pocket or AOKs or whatever it happens to be. I'm very, very appreciative of those tokens of appreciation. So part of what prompted me to come on here was a mistake that I made yesterday. I was, I was just having fun, running my mouth, talking a little trash about Daryl. This is really the story of two Daryls. And so I confused two subscribers, which happens. It happens, right? But I was going on and on about Daryl. It was the wrong Daryl. And during the live stream, I actually apologized to Daryl. I didn't say anything terrible, right? I was just having fun. And he's like, that's not me. Wrong Daryl. So, and then when I did the live stream on the Twitch machine earlier today, I actually apologized again. Not that Daryl was in the conversation, but it was just like, I was wrong, and it happens, right? Mistakes are happen. But what was funny is the Daryl that I was actually talking about caught that live stream from last night on replay. And so today, when I slid by the comic book shop to pick up a couple of things, my LCS owner says, because I actually sent him a message, I was like, hey, I need this, anything else in my pull box, give me a total. So he's like, nothing in your pull box, but there is a little something special in there for you. I'm like, okay. And I was like, well, I want the other stuff. So I pay via PayPal, and then I slide by. And he hands me something. And I'm like, who is this from? And he says, Daryl. And I just kind of smiled, and he said, there's a love note on the back for you. And so I will show you what it is that Daryl sent, but this is the note that he put in this thing. And I'm going to cut this open because I kind of scanned the letter. And I didn't quite pull it out and read it all the way, but we're going to do it now. Then I'll show you guys what it is that Daryl sent me. So this is dated today. It is dated today. He says, hey, Reggie, your favorite comic book hunter and comic collector here, welcoming you to another one. Another KOK gift from a Regie Collects fan. I totally butchered that. My bad. I pulled this from my stack to thank you for making comic collecting worlds a better place with helpful hints and insights for the average guy. And he says, mistaken identity. Apologies to Daryl. I only saw a recording of your last video on the YouTube. Otherwise, I would have messaged that you had the wrong guy in your LCS story. Bruh, I was rolling. So he goes on to say, anyways, I hope you enjoy the book. I can't wait until we can chop it up at the store again, or the next Comic-Con with Josh, Comic Dave, Matt, James, and the usual suspects. So James is the guy that goes by the name of the King of the Golden State, who I called out a little bit on the Instagram machine the other day, just having fun with him. He says, for now, I'll see you online at the IG auctions, YouTube, etc. Stay safe. Best wishes to you and your family. And it is signed Daryl Lee. I totally messed it up. So shout out to Daryl Lee, not the other Daryl, DD. And he definitely still has my apologies. But what was left for me by Daryl Lee is this book right here. It is Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Captain Britain, issue number 65. And it is a nice copy of this book. It is really, really nice. And what's crazy is I don't have this book, or at least I should say I have not yet found this book. I don't know if it's in the collection that I just picked up, but I do not have this in this room right now. So Daryl Lee, brother, thank you very much. This is a book that I actually wanted, but didn't get around to buying. But it is a nice, clean copy, and I am very appreciative, despite the fact that I mistakenly called someone else out. So in that vein, the other Daryl, the one that I called out yesterday, I would like you to send me an email to Regie at regiecollects.com, REGIE at regiecollects.com. Send me an email because I am going to send you an AOK. I am going to pay it forward and apologize with an AOK. And I don't know what I'm going to send. I honestly don't know. But what I will do is I will pull together some stuff. I don't think you even want an apology. I think last night you were fine. But I think after Daryl did what he did, I want to do a little something. So make sure, Daryl, you drop me an email and give me your real name, Daryl. But send me your full name and your mailing address, and I am going to bundle something up for you, brother. I definitely appreciate you being a subscriber, being a good sport. And again, shout out to my man, Daryl Lee, for hooking me up with a really awesome book that I wanted. So I think it's another super chat just came in. So I wanted to scroll down and acknowledge that. Where is that? My man, Nick, how you doing, brother? EE just dropped a nice $5 super chat. I definitely appreciate you for that. My man, Joey Solo, where have you been, bro? It is good to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. Thank you for coming out. I still owe Daryl D a beer. yeah. Probably do. Probably still owe him a beer. Oh, you a root beer. Next time I see you, I'll give you a couple of bucks. You can get yourself a root beer. If we don't happen to be next to a vending machine or something else. But yeah, man, it was just having a good time, running my mouth. And a guy was probably in the chat like, Reggie, that's not me. That's not me. And I'm just over here. Yeah. Super chat from Super Honorable Nephew. How you doing, brother? It is good. Man, I have not said the word cool beans in a long time. I have not said that one in a long time. Reggie's an A-OK guy. Man, I'm going to tell you, man, I get so many A-OKs that I think that I have to share it. You know what I'm saying? I have to share when people are like, hey, have this. Hey, take that. You have to pass that not that stuff, but you have to pass it on. You have to pay it forward, man, because that's what it's about. When I'm going to tell you, the first AOK I received from somebody, it kind of freaked me out. I was like, I am just uncomfortable with that level of generosity. You know, I mean, if you haven't been the recipient of that or been exposed to that, it is weird. It is weird. And I mean, I'm still humbled by it, but I get where it comes from. It is a fantastic part of this comic book community that I embrace, you know? So, thank you, brother. Joe, I definitely appreciate that. So scrolling down through the names, what does it say? Hey, Reg, you may have more books than me, but I have more giant. So Steve got hooked up. He had a birthday the other day. Happy birthday, brother. And his wife hooked him up with some giant size, Spawn books like this one. So he gave me this one over here. He gave me this awesome one right here. And then his wife doubled down. She doubled down with a little bit of Spawn for my man. So shout out to your wife, my man. Yeah, you do. You do have some big books. There's no doubt about it. You have some big books. I think that was actually the title of the video. I was like, I got a big book. And it was like actually physically a big book. But just got to have some fun with some of this stuff, Sam. Let me scroll down. Yeah. Harvey says he has more hair than me. Where'd that go? Where'd that comment go? I don't know where that one went. It got away from me. He said he has more hair than me. I don't know about that, brother. I have a lot of back hair. Joking. I don't have a lot of back hair. Double dipping. Brother, we simulcast. We simulcast all the time. I think you were hanging out with me, Kingpin Comics, earlier today on the Twitch machine. And right now I'm actually simulcasting right now on YouTube and also on Twitch, just trying to spread the love. Scrolling down through the names, seeing what else you guys are talking about. I did not actually say hello to you guys, so I definitely apologize for that. I feel you, Reggie. I've always been cautious of people giving me things. Yeah, you know, it's just it's different. If you're not accustomed to that level of generosity and that level of just people giving without the expectation of something in return, it's interesting. It creates different kinds of emotions if that's not something that you're accustomed to. But it is definitely humbling. Definitely a humbling thing. So scrolling down through. So what is that? What is this? Joey says, congrats on the huge collection, bro. That was awesome. Glad you enjoyed it, man. It was man, I'm actually, I think I may go by the storage facility tomorrow. We'll see. I went to the comic shop, as I was saying earlier today, and all that I picked up was BCW stuff. I need to get my relationship going back with BCW because I keep giving them a lot of my money. But I went over and picked up a couple of more of these black bins right here for some books. And then I picked up a bunch of backing boards and stuff like that. I ordered like a big case, like 1,000 or so backing boards from a BCW directly a couple of weeks ago. And they were supposed to ship, then it got delayed. And then they were supposed to ship, and then they didn't ship until the day after. So they won't even be here for like another 4 days or something like that. So I could not wait because there are some books that I have to rebag and board. So I want to keep things moving forward. So I spent a lot of time rebagging and boarding books earlier today. So let me see what that is. A little super chat. Acer Elite, thank you very much. Thanks for keeping my brothers entertained. My man, you are welcome, man. You are welcome. A friend of EE. Any friend of Nick's is a friend of mine. No, Nick is a good dude. Nick is a good dude. He hooked us up, man. He sent us a really nice book. Slabs book that I was able to pass back to the comic book community. And I'm very appreciative of that. Dude has a nice little collection going on over there, man. He puts up his books and I'm like, I'm not jealous, but I am envious. Shout out to Acer Elite. I definitely appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. J. Scott Campbell's making some nice stuff going on right now, man. I think he has some, is it Catwoman covers that he put up for sale, I want to say today. So people are pretty excited about that. So lots of spec released tonight. Rush Die Hard, you got to download me, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Download me. Let me know what you're talking about over there. Oh man, stand up. Silver Age Dave, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you, my friend. It is definitely good to see. I hope all is well with you and the family. What is this? Wait, you don't use 2 halfbacks? Nah, not anymore, man. Not anymore. I switched over from the My Lights. So let's be completely honest. I've used BCW as the only company's products that I've ever used literally all my life, right? I didn't even know that there were other companies that existed. And then when I came back into the hobby, I saw a lot of people using E. Gerber. So I'm like, man, let's try these E. Gerber things, right? And I could never, ever get the sizing right, right? I would always order the wrong thing, the wrong size backing board, the wrong size bag. And it's just like, it was so confusing. And so when I started trying to develop a relationship with BCW, I was like, well, I need to be consistent. I need to be consistent. If I'm going to recommend these products, I need to buy these products and I need to use these products so I can stand by the things that I say. So I ended up switching over to the BCW stuff. And again, the vast majority of my collection is BCW, right? So, but I ended up switching over and started using their archival bags, the Mylar from them. And, you know, the price is right. The quality is there. I have no complaints about the BCW products. So, yeah, we already know who won that one. We already know who won the push-up contest. I had not done push-ups in a very long time until Dave dropped that message. And I was just like, man, this dude's gonna make me get down here and do push-ups. So I had to jump down and film it and make some magic happen. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. What was cool is that because Silver Age Dave challenged me to that contest. I captured it as video, and then everybody else that challenged me after that, I just put the same video back. I was like, I'm not doing any more push-ups. And I mean, I did, what was it, 28 push-ups in 30 seconds? I mean, that's a lot of push-ups, right? I should have had maybe one more, maybe one a second would have been nice. But I was out of practice. Pretty fly for a Filipino guy. Is he in here? All the Twitch folks. There he is. It's good to see you, brother. Scrolling down, Vanessa Coffee Aficionado. Welcome to the live stream. It's good to see you. I love this guy. I really do. I'm scrolling down through the comments here. Only good beer is the one you drink with a friend. That's what's up. Oh, there he is. Daryl, bro. So, were you here from the beginning? He says he'll outrun anybody, brother. Hey, I will give you that one. Daryl, were you here for the beginning? I want to repeat myself. If you missed the beginning of this thing, I want to repeat it so that you can actually hear it, because this live stream is about you. Daryl, everybody gets at least one video from me a year. This one is yours. So let me know if you missed the beginning, and I want to repeat it one more time. So scrolling down, let me see what else you guys. Attaboy Rob, 4 boards. Oh, you guys are talking about BCW, bro. They did. The BCW bins are deep. They are really dope product, man. I really like them. I really like that product. I mean, they're stackable. I mean, they're not the most attractive. Let's be honest about that, right? A black box is not the most attractive thing, but they work. They have locks on them. They're sturdy. So when my kids try to stand on them, they don't fall apart. So you can't be too mad about that. So let me see. There we go. A couple of people over there on the Twitch machine. Couple of people over on the Twitch machine. I definitely appreciate that. Tiger's like, I'm down with BCW. Man, so am I, brother. Let me see. Sticking with the cardboard boxes. Nothing wrong with that, brother. Nothing wrong with that at all. Part of the reason why I decided to upgrade my cardboard boxes is because I have a very small space in which to actually stack my comics here in the room to keep everything in. And if I stack too high, the regular white boxes tend to get some indentations in the top of them, which just kind of bother me a little bit. So what I have for some of these is actually the printed BCWs. And yes, they're more expensive, but that wrap that they put on there, that printed wrap that they put on there, actually makes the boxes a little sturdier, so I can go up a little bit higher on the wall. So I have like half the stack here is plastic, the other half is printed, and I'm hoping to go all plastic at some point. But those bad boys are expensive, man. They are expensive for certain. So shout out to all the folks over there on the Twitch machine. I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out over there. Are the Marvel bins made by BCW? Yeah. So everything I have in here is all BCW, whether it is a Valiant, a Geek box, a Hellboy, a Marvel box. I mean, they're all from BCW. Their printed boxes are actually kind of expensive, though, in my opinion. They're kind of expensive, but then so are the plastic. So shout out to my man EE. Definitely appreciate that. Putting DD. No, we are not going to make that mistake again, at least with Daryl. So I didn't see his comment yet, but what I will say is Daryl, if you are still in here, brother, please send me an email to Regie@regiecollects.com. There was a awesome gift that was left for me at the local comic shop by the other Daryl that I was actually talking about. He actually left this for me, the really awesome Marvel team up number 65, Spider-Man and Captain Britain. And he got a kick out of the mistake that I made. And so because he hooked me up with this AOK, I want to pass an AOK back to you to say sorry and to say thank you for being a good sport about the mistake that I made yesterday. So if you get a chance, make sure you send me the email so I can hook that up for you. Scrolling down through the comments here, seeing what else you guys are talking about. Just made a BCW order, should be here. How'd you get yours so fast? That man, I ordered mine like 2 weeks ago. I ordered I ordered the 1,000 box of backing boards, and they were like, it's supposed to be shipped on the 15th. Didn't happen. It got pushed back. And then they finally sent me the shipping notice like last night. So shout out to you, man. I'm glad you were able to get your stuff early. Hopefully mine arrive in a timely fashion. I just wish they had a wider variety of the printed. Yeah, I definitely get that. And what I think that it is, based upon the conversations that I was having with them about some of the printed materials, whether you're talking about the store folios or the printed boxes, is that they actually pay fees, right? They pay, I believe, like licensing fees in order to use those printed images from Marvel, Valiant. I mean, if they're doing image, I think they actually have to contract with the creator to do those. So I think that that's part of it, is the rights and the royalties and all that other kind of stuff. I think that that's part of it. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Variety is always better. Having some variety in your collection, if that's what you want to do with your boxes and stuff like that, I think is cool, man. So you never know. You never know. The cardboard boxes I can use to work out with. That's what's up. What is this? Reggie, did you ever put a link in the comment section for stacking storage? I'm not quite sure what that's referring to be honest with you, Harvey. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not quite sure what that one's about. Rye, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you, my friend. Scrolling down through the comments here. Reggie didn't have to pay for the extra shipping. I think that's directed at me. Well, I will tell you what I do with BCWs. I tend to order up to the $80 limit, and that way I actually get the free shipping from them. So that's how I actually avoid it. I need to order some BCW slab boxes. That's what's up. Talk about expensive, man. Talk about expensive. Yeah, man. There you go. That's part of it. The thing, though, I think, is that they're basically all the same price by and large, right? And so, you know, whether you're getting, for at least from in my experience, like I bought the ones today from the comic shop because it's basically the same price, right? So I just went ahead and picked them up from them, gave them a couple of bucks, and it, you know, put some cash in their pocket, and I got what I needed. And I got it immediately. So, hello, Reggie. Have you picked up any copies of Philadelphia? I've been reading Philadelphia from the very beginning, so I have multiple copies of every issue of Philadelphia. I'm a huge fan of Philadelphia. Rodney Barnes and I actually had a brief exchange on. We talked a little bit on Twitter, and we talked a little bit on Instagram. And Rodney Barnes is actually the writer for Philadelphia. And I did a video where I was actually talking about how they were optioned or whatever for Philadelphia to actually turn it into a movie or a TV show or something like that. And I tagged him on it, and we just had a brief exchange. So shout out to Rodney Barnes, Philadelphia. Scrolling down. No, so my stuff was actually on back order. Yeah, when you pay for shipping, you get things faster, is what Chris is saying. My stuff was actually, some of the stuff was actually on back order. So I think that was part of it. And then what happened is the day after I placed my order, they were actually on Twitter talking about how, because of the limited work hours that they were allowed to do in their local geography, I guess in Indiana or something like that, they were basically saying that everything was going to be delayed as a result of that. But they actually shipped my stuff out via FedEx, which is kind of cool. So yeah, maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's the delay because of, Voldemort. I don't know. Reggie, does your wife like any comic run? My wife likes whatever keeps me out of her hair related to comics. No, my wife doesn't do comics, man. Not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. But what I will tell you is that she has secretly been watching all of the Marvel movies. I'll sit there and put the Marvel movie on, and I'll see her peeking, watching Black Panther, watching Doctor Strange, watching Guardians of the Galaxy. She sits there and watches it, but she doesn't like it. Scrolling down to some of the comments here and see what you guys are talking about. What is this? Lucky, but I saw half of the bags. Yeah, man, they were all sold out. They were all on back order. It was bananas. Like I had 6 things in my bin, and then 2 of them were on back order. So I was like, let me take those 2 out. And then I ordered 1. And I was like, well, I'm going to come back. I'm going to put these other 2 things in the bin. So I did that for a second order, but I was below the $80. So I went to go add some other stuff. And the other stuff that I wanted to add was actually on back order beyond the second order. So I was like, I can't win. So I ended up buying a couple of things that I didn't necessarily need with the hope that it would all kind of arrive at the same time. So we will see what actually happens with some of this stuff. Scrolling down. Tomb of Dracula coming to Hulu. Man, they Hulu needs some help. There is not much good stuff happening on Hulu these days. I tell you. Joe Brown, how you doing, brother? He says, I need some plastic BCW boxes. Have lots of ugly CGC boxes stacked up. Man, the BCW aren't that attractive. I mean, the printed are nice, but these plastic things, they are not necessarily attractive. They are not necessarily attractive. There we go. Ja talking about Philadelphia. It is a good series, man. I definitely enjoy reading that series. The artwork is pretty good as well. So I'm definitely enjoying that one. And who knows whether they make it into something really special in a streaming service or something like that. Only time will tell, because just because it's been optioned doesn't mean that it will ever see the light of day. But what I will tell you is that as a comic book, I enjoy it. And the cool thing is that Rodney Barnes actually has a history of making movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I mean, I think he has had some successful runs at TV and movie. And so I think that, the fact that he's written this, he has gotten it optioned, I think he has more credibility and potentially more potential to actually bring this to a screen at some point. So we will see. We will see what happens. Scrolling down through the comments here, seeing what else you guys are talking about. Forgot to tell you, I found a box of comics in my garage. Got myself Incredible Hulk #4. Congrats on that. From when I used to work in cleaning basements. That's what's up. Congrats on that. There is nothing more better than a free comic that you found. There is nothing better than that. So what is this? Hulu is going to have to change their business model, or they're going to get buried by all the premium streaming services. I cancel Hulu over a year. Bro, I so want to cancel Hulu. I so want to cancel it. But my kids, there are certain shows that they watch on Hulu, and that is why I still have Hulu, is because of that. But there's not much on that service that I actually want to watch. And it's crazy because, one of the thoughts that I had the other day, and no, I was not washing dishes or vacuuming the house. But one of the thoughts that I had as I saw I think it was the Peacock streaming service from, what is that, CBS or something like that, or one of those networks, NBC. It seems like even the network channels, the old school network channels, are getting streaming services now, which is a little fascinating to me. It is a little fascinating to me that they are moving towards streaming when they were like dominant before. And so I don't know what's going to happen. It seems like everybody and their mother is getting a streaming services these days. And there's only so many dollars to go around. There's only so many dollars to actually pay for all this stuff. So we'll see. What is this? Hello, friends. I had a 3 months going through a collection and got 10 more boxes to go. Good luck, brother. Good luck. Scrolling down through some of the comments here. Tomb of Dracula, he's talking about great comic book. Really bring. Yeah. So I was actually talking about that in the video that I filmed for Go Collect last night, because it's, what is it? Giant Size Chillers #1 that actually became Giant Size Dracula or something like that. It's the first appearance of Dracula's daughter or something. And what's funny is I was on Instagram earlier today and someone actually had one of those books for sale, the Giant Size Chiller. And I was like, oh, I know what that is. I'm not buying it, but I know what that is. So that was actually kind of cool. Scrolling down, what is this? Harvey's talking about the Daredevil Punisher. What about it, brother? So I don't know if you guys, if a lot of people saw this, but one of my subscribers actually hooked it up, man. He did a Daredevil Punisher image, high res, that is actually posted to my website, regiecollects.com. Within the shop, you can actually download it. It's basically wallpaper that you can use on your cell phone, your iPad, that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in the Daredevil Punisher, you may want to check that out at regiecollects.com. Shout out to Harvey for giving me an opportunity to plug that again. Jason hooked it up. Jason hooked up the fantastic art. And if you do download it, I just ask, if you can, to follow the creator, the person that created the image. Follow him on Twitter or Instagram, whatever your personal preference is. Scrolling down. No, Hulu is the best. No, it's not. Yeah, Disney does. Disney owned part of Hulu And then they got a bigger share of Hulu when they acquired Fox. And I think that they own about 60% right now of Hulu. And I can't remember what the percentages were before the acquisition of Fox, but Disney has, I believe, about 60% of Hulu's ownership between what they originally had and what they acquired through the acquisition. So scrolling down, Reggie, if you love vampires, have you ever read Interview with the Vampire? You need to read that novel. And brother, I don't read novels. I read comics. No, I honestly, my attention span is just not long enough. It's really not, because if I'm reading something that deep, more than likely I'm reading a clinical trial for work. And so I choose to keep my personal reading a little lighter than heavy weighty novels. You know what I'm saying? But it was a fantastic movie. So I can only imagine what the original book actually is. So shout out to you for bringing that up, trying to bring a little culture to us. Scrolling down, Scrubs is on Hulu. So two shows out of 60 shows. Nope, not worth it. Scrolling down through the comments here, see what else you guys are talking about. Now everybody's defending Hulu. Ooh, Matthew. Ooh, too soon. Too soon, Matthew. Scrolling down through the comments here. It's getting ridiculous that individual channels are getting, man, I'm telling you, bro. So I want to watch. So I started watching Picard. I think it was like one episode they gave you for free, maybe two. And I was like, man, I would love to watch this. And I was like, oh, I'm not paying for another streaming service. And then there's another show that came out that's similar to like Downton Abbey. And I actually really, really like Downton Abbey. I like period pieces like that. And, I watch all of Downton Abbey, and now it's off the air. And I think they made a movie that I did not see. But there's another show, and I can't remember the name of it that started. And I think they gave you 2 episodes, maybe 3. And I was like, man, I'm enjoying this. And then I went to go click the next one, and it was like a streaming service. I was like, I'm out. I'll never see this one again. But it's like everybody is getting streaming services. And it's just, I don't know. I Love Lucy is on Hulu. Ricky. Who doesn't love some Ricky? Scrolling down to the comments here. What is this? I've never been to Hulu. Ooh, Penny Dreadful. Ooh, Penny Dreadful is fantastic. That show is not new. I think I watched that like a year and a half ago or something like that when it originally dropped. Penny Dreadful is incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed that. There was a rumor, I thought, that they were actually going to bring that back. Man, if they do, I'm definitely gonna appreciate that one. I told you guys I started watching John Wick. I finished the second John Wick today. Really good. Went to go watch the third. It was like you have to buy it. I said nope. So I did not watch that. And then I actually started watching Swamp Thing. From the DC universe. And yes, I bought that. I bought it off of Apple. And I finished episode 1 and just started episode 2. Swamp Thing is official. I'm really enjoying this show. I think that I'm going to like this one. I really do think that I'm going to like this one. So I'm actually looking forward to checking this out more. Scrolling through the comments here, there you go. That's what's up. My mom's friend gave her every season of Downton Abbey, and the DVDs. Just, man, I'm telling you, Downton Abbey is dope, man. It's dope. What is this? Oh, Keith says just about to complete a run of Sensational She-Hulk. That's what's up, man. I may actually read that one. I may actually read it. I have some of those books, and what it is as I'm coming across books in the collection, I'm like, man, I should go read that. So I've just been kind of bouncing around reading all kinds of stuff. I read, what was it? The first appearance of Tim Drake. I think it was Tim Drake where he wore the Robin costume for the first time. So I read that last night, and that was pretty good. I'm reading The Phoenix Untold Story by Chris Claremont. I'm in the middle of that one, so I hope to be able to finish that one today with Shiar. So a lot of really good stuff out there, man. I'm just trying to bounce around and read as much of this stuff as I can. Whoa, there's a Penny Dreadful comic based on the show. Oh, it came after. John Wick is awesome. There you go. Scrolling down, Wish Swamp Thing. Yeah, that's hold on, where did that go? Yeah, so I heard that. that it was canceled. I think I may have actually talked about it when it was originally announced, and at the time I had not seen it. And people felt all kinds of ways when they announced that it was canceled. And now I think I feel it. I feel what people feel, where I'm like, this is actually pretty good. So I'm gonna dig into this second episode as soon as I wrap up this live stream. I'll go on there and check it out. Jess Pele is in the house talking about sensational She-Hulk series with some John Byrne action. So I may have to check that out, man. I may watch that one. That is not a show for children. Not at all. Not at all, Khaleesi. Scrolling down. I know I do have a lot of reading to do, but that's why I'm not in any rush. I'm just enjoying this stuff. Do I have any independents in the collection? If so, what's crazy, as I mentioned, I've been bouncing around. So I have not read Spawn since Spawn dropped back in the day. And so I'm also like in the first couple of pages of reading Spawn. So it's like, I'll read some stuff. I'll skip to something else. I'll read something else. I'll come back. But I started reading issue 1 of Spawn. I literally have not read Spawn since the 90s. And at some point, so I was going back and forth with She Spawn the other day. And I was like, She Spawn? What are the Spawn keys to have? What are the Spawn books to have? And she's the guru of Spawn, so she hit me to a couple of things which I found extremely helpful, and at some point you guys may see a video down the road. So scrolling down, there we go. So it is true. Digital Diarrhea, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Dropped me a couple of messages earlier today on Patreon, man, and one of them disappeared. The other one I found, and I tried to comment back, and then I couldn't comment back. And then by the time I got to my desktop or this computer right here, I was unable to find it. So you definitely have my apologies for the delay in responding back to you. So there we go. We just talked about that a second ago. I did not. I am keeping my powder dry, Joe. And when a couple of things are announced, you'll see exactly why I am choosing to keep my powder dry. Scrolling down, all the spawns are keys red. That's the rumor on the street. If you listen to Todd McFarland, no, there are some that I think, the homage covers, the homage covers, those are really nice. The homage covers are dope. And so I went through boxes and found those, and those homage covers are really, really slick. And so I can't remember what she told me. I think she said anything between like 230 and 260 is definitely a solid book. Sketch covers are definitely, so I have a couple of more boxes that I have to dig through to that say Spawn on them. So I'm actually going to have to dig out a couple more to see what else I actually have in the collection. So scrolling down through the comments here. Oh yeah, I had that one already. In fact, the number 9, and I just found a couple more when I was going through a box just the other day. So scrolling through the comments, Alpha Flight, original Alpha Flight run is very underrated. You know what? It's been a while since I've actually read that Alpha Flight, and I would like to dig back into that one because it has been a while since I actually checked that one out. Cool and Collected just dropped a new video earlier today on the YouTube machine. I think you got a new statue, so or made a new statue setup or something like that. I saw it kind of tease across my show or my channel. So if you guys get a chance, check out my man over there. My wife is messaging me. All right. My wife is messaging me. Let me respond back to her. All right. So we may need to wrap this up. I may need to go run and do something for her. When she knocks, I answer. What is this? Have a complete run, says Kimball of Alpha Flight. That's what's up. What is this? Some spawns are keys, dude. Yeah. So that's a thing, man. When I was going through Key Collector app right here, what I was seeing was that they were talking about some of the books had some really low runs associated with them. And so I was definitely pulling those books. I was pulling, big keys with first appearances and stuff like that. And then I was also pulling those homage covers because I just think that those are really, really cool. And so I actually have a box that is sitting right over there that is just full of Spawn books that I've actually pulled. And like I said, I have a couple of more long boxes that say Spawn on them that I haven't yet looked in. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to find in those. But shout out to my man, Jess Pele, definitely appreciate you, brother, for constantly dropping some knowledge on me. Scrolling through the comments here, scrolling through the comments here. Yeah, unfortunately, like I was saying, so nothing is for sale right now. Absolutely nothing is for sale. And before I sell anything, I will definitely give you guys a heads up on what I'm selling and all that kind of stuff, and what might be sold and where it's going to be sold. But to be honest with you, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm really not thinking about that. And I know you guys know where I'm coming from. So I'm just constantly kind of enjoying myself. So one thing I will ask you is that if you are in this chat right now and you are in the United States, what I want to ask you is, what are my 2 BHAG goals? What are my 2 BHAG goals? If you can tell me what they are, what I will do is I will send you a pack of Kirby cards in the mail. If you can tell me what my 2 BHAG goals are, they have to be in the same comment. There are 2 of them. If you tell me what they are for 2020, I will hook you up with a pack of these awesome Kirby cards. And I think I saw it. Where the heck did that go? Where did that? There it is. There it is. My man, Matt Woods. He is on it. Matt Woods, make sure you send me an email, brother. Regie at regiecollects.com. Send it over to me just so I have it, and I will drop these in the mail. And you know what? I'm also going to hook up this dude right here, Herb and Legend. Make sure you guys send me an email. He's over on the Twitch machine. Herb and Legend and Matt Woods. Make sure you guys send me an email, and I'm going to hook you guys up. Matthew, you send me an email as well. Those are the first 3 that I see. Matt Woods, Matthew, Urban Legend, all 3 of you guys send me. I just got that. Urban Legend. I just got that. Oh my God. The 3 of you, please send me an email to Regie at regiecollects.com. One more giveaway. We'll do one more real quick. We'll do one more. We'll see how good your DC knowledge is. This is a book that I actually found in the collection. It is Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, issue number 136. What is the significance of this book? What is the significance of this book with the Jolly Green Giant on it? If someone can give me the significance of this book, at least I think that there's some significance, I will hook you up with a pack of cards, not the book, the cards, not the book. So scrolling down, oh, talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. So bootleg. Oh, well done. Well done, Bootleg Hawk. Oh man, that is funny. That is funny. Again, if you guys know the significance of that, is it Rush? Is that the only significance? Because I really feel now, I feel some kind of way because I don't have the Dark Side book. I hope that I do have that one. But if someone knows the significance of this one, Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, issue number 136. If there's something in there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's the second book after Dark Side, or is it the second Dark Side? Because those are not the same thing. Maybe I should Google it. Maybe I'm gonna Google it myself. Let me look this up. All right. Let me ask. 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Dad needs a couple of minutes to wrap it up. All right, so let me do this. Superman pals, Jimmy Olsen. Let's see if we can find this thing. I should have been prepared. I threw this out to the people earlier today. Superman, I threw it out to the folks earlier today on the Twitch machine. No one got this one. How do you look this one up? Is it Jimmy Olsen? No, I'm in the wrong thing. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Superman's pal. Let's see if that pulls it up that way. There we go. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. And let's see if 136, besides being a gorgeous cover, let's see what the answer is. 136. It is the origin of Guardian and the first appearance of, I don't even know how you say that, Dublixis, a human clone modified with alien DNA. I don't know what that is, but I think someone did say first Golden Guardian. No, that's not it. It's the origin of the Guardian. I don't know if that's the same thing. There we go. We're going to give it to Ja. Ja, I'm assuming you are in the United States. If you are indeed, my friend, make sure you send me an email to Regie at regiecollects.com and I will bundle this up. Give me, to all the people that won, actually make sure you send me your full name, your mail-in address and all that kind of stuff, and I'll hook it up. Scrolling down through the comments here, let me see if there's somebody else that came close. and we will share some of that love as well. Yeah, what does Go Collect say exactly? Someone Googled it. This dude Googled it. There we go. That story is too close. He used Key Collector app. Send me an email. Connecting Comics. Make sure you guys, all 5 of you, please send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com, and I will package up some of this stuff. My man Daryl, make sure you send me an email because I'm going to put together an AOK for you as well. All right, with that, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I want to thank you guys here on YouTube and also on the Twitch machine for hanging out with me just a little bit. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. Remember to tune in tomorrow for the Ready, Set, Go preview show at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, in which I'm actually going to give away a pretty cool book. The book is still available. The contest is still open. And so if you haven't yet entered this week's Go Collect giveaway, I definitely want to encourage you to watch the videos that have been released this week. And in one of those videos is a phrase. You capture that phrase, you head over to the community tab, you plug that in with a couple of pieces of information related to you, and then you tune into the Ready, Set, Go preview show to find out if you are indeed the winner. All right, with that, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you need to chat with me, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.